Hello, hello, hello. This is Cyborg.
And Bumblebee, and we're going to be talking about Ultimate Spider-Man issue 13 and 14. So the issue starts with Craven the Hunter looking for, I guess, a hunting ground to hunt Peter and Harry in, and it was talking with the Mole Man, and he's going to be using the Mole Man's jungle that's under the city.
Yes, so apparently the Mole Man, he has, I guess, pterodactyls, dinosaurs, and other prehistoric animals just running around his underground area. Now, I already knew that there was a underground under New York in the Marvel comics, both this one and the actual timeline. So it wasn't new to me, but it was just interesting to see it in a different version. Because the other version, if I'm not mistaken, was an actual city rather than the wild. I prefer this one. It looks so clean and so cool.
So he is pretty much asking Mole Man for permission to use his area. He's talking, and then he agrees, and he wants to see, like, lay eyes on Spider-Man and the Green Goblin. So Craven shows him where they are, and Mysterio shows up as well. So they're all just talking, chatting. Uh, Craven knows their real names and their family members, and he pretty much says, like, if you don't participate in this hunt, I'm gonna find your family members and kill them instead.
Yeah. Now, I will say, before he got to talking with Mole Man and Mysterio showed up, he was pretty much interrogating them to the high ends of the earth and back with truth serum, probably a little bit of poison that's not going to kill him, but just make him highly uncomfortable. I'm talking about they probably have stomach issues and all, to a point where his last part that he did was put bomb collars on them.
Yeah.
And they sung like birds.
Or he got that information somehow.
Whether it was before or after the bomb collars, he got his information, but it's the bomb collars for me. Like, he like, you not going nowhere. We gonna sit down. We gonna talk. Mm-hmm. Then Mole Man, Mysterio comes in. They have their little conversation, and he's like, you guys should probably eat because you're going to be going on this hunt, but you're not going to be the hunters. You are my prey, whether you like it or not. And if you don't play, your family dies.
Pretty much.
It's either you kill me or I kill one of you. And when I kill one of you, your family dies along with you.
Pretty much. He pretty much said that you're going to have to kill me in order to protect your families.
So, both of them agreed, not willingly, but they agreed. Peter, not so much. Harry, he wanted to get up out of there.
And he pushed the button and they fall into the jungle. And he tells them, you have 3 hours to prepare, and then I'm coming.
So, the bomb collars actually fell off. They didn't stay on them, but they did take it with them, which I thought was smart.
Yeah, you got to use the resources that you have.
Yeah. Now, they're running through the jungle because, was it Peter who said it or Harry? I can't remember.
Peter was trying to think smart and said,
they fell in the middle of the jungle. So they're trying to go to the edge and they won't go in a straight line.
Yes.
Now, they did all that,
Tried to.
attempted. They ran into some prehistoric puppy dogs.
I wouldn't call them puppy dogs.
I call them puppy dogs because they not that bad. All you gotta do is show them a little love,
Uh huh.
give them some food,
Uh huh.
and teach them who's the real king of the jungle. Just one good punch, which Peter did. He gave him one good punch, and then ended
He.
up riding him like a horse.
Yeah.
So after that, they get through. Uh, Harry gets sniped. Whether he got sniped first and then his ankle broke, or his ankle broke and then he got sniped.
The 3 hours were up, and Craven the Hunter started hunting them.
Exactly.
And he had shot at the dinosaur that they were riding at. I don't know if it was the bullet that hurt Harry's ankle, or if falling off the dinosaur and the dinosaur falling on top of him hurt his ankle. But Harry's ankle's hurt, so he's kind of
incapacitated right now.
A little bit. Yeah. But Craven, the 3 hours is up and Craven is after them. Yeah. But, somehow the mole man decided to help them out a little bit. Yeah. And let them go through a tunnel to kind of hide out to provide them a little bit of cover and go from there.
And the only reason why he did that is because Craven was not working under the guidelines and regulations that was put in place by Kingpin, who is also following
the Maker.
So Mole Man's like, yeah, no, I can't be a part of this. So I got to try to stop this. Yes, he is using my personal area. Yes, I said he could, but this was just a ploy to stop him because I do not agree with this.
Mole Man and Mysterio have some kind of plan in place. They're working together. My theory is that they're planning on trying to take or, push Kingpin out potentially. I don't know.
Possibility.
But they have some kind of cahoots. Mole Man was the one that let Mysterio know that Craven was going to be there. That's why Mysterio showed up. Yeah. Craven don't know that, but it is what it is. Craven did see Mole Man helping Peter and Harry, though, so that's going to be something.
Yeah. So after Mole Man gets done talking with Peter and Harry, he instructs his, I'm going to call them mole people. Their actual name is what?
I forget.
Yep, see. It's going to be mole people from here on out to try to cover their exit, which they do a good job for a good minute or so.
Well, but Craven saw. If Craven didn't see, they might have gotten away with it. But yeah. Craven saw what was going on, and he pretty much went to those mole people and were like, "Where does this tunnel lead?" No. And then went and placed himself at the end of the tunnel where they were going to be exiting.
You're skipping a good part, a very big part, because it was a little bit tearjerker. Not really, but heartstrings were attached. He was asking each and every one of them to find out who knew how to talk. And when he found the one who knew how to talk, that's when he got his answer. But he was killing every last one of them who didn't know how to talk or did not give him the information he seeked. So then he stood at the edge of the tunnel to which Peter and Harry were racing out of, and had minigun in hand and was just
ready for them,
letting it loose. Now Harry, he got down. Peter, with his spidey sense, he was just dodging it like it was the Matrix, and waiting for all them bullets to be gone. And then he just started hitting them with the left, right, and center. And he was going in on them.
And he lured Craven to where they had set up the bomb collars to go off.
Right.
And they got a good explosion on Craven.
Oh, they did.
But Craven came back with the vengeance.
It was not enough, unfortunately.
And Craven had multiple guns on him, so he pulled out one of his other guns after this explosion, and
he shot at Peter, but he really wasn't shooting at Peter. He was shooting at Harry, so he technically shot through Peter to hit Harry.
And that's why Peter didn't get his spider sense that he was in danger, because Craven wasn't aiming at Peter's spider senses didn't sense that he was in danger,
which I think is a little bit weird, because even though he wasn't shooting at Peter, he still shot at Peter.
Mm-hmm.
It just went right through him.
It might also be one of the, I don't know how that works, but it wasn't going to be a lethal shot because it kind of went through, like it kind of hit his side, or like through his side.
Still,
it wasn't gonna. It wasn't a fatal shot for him. That's the
to me, it don't make sense. Well, is it good? Oh, it was awesome. It was amazing, because after that, Peter just started going in on him even more.
R.I.P. Harry.
Yeah. Peter was about to murder him. I'm going to be honest.
But Mysterio popped up and was like,
stop.
I need him. Or, he's part of my plan. If you kill him,
I'm going to put my focus on you. You don't want that. I know who you are. I know who your family is. Let him live, and we won't come after you.
Run home to your family. Go check on your family.
Move it. Double time. So, now, while all this is happening, and mind you, this was happening from, what was it, January 31st to February 1st?
Correct.
But even before that, 2 months.
They had been captured by Craven for 2 months at this point, approximately.
Peter's son, Richard. Is it Richard? Richard. He took up the mantle as Spider-Man until his dad got back.
The AI suit, what's the term? The suit, the Stark Tech suit was there at home, and Richard was pretty much the body that the suit was attaching to and going around the city fighting crime here and there. Mm. And one of these nights, Felicia Hardy, Black Cat, came up to him and was going to attack him because she was told, that Spider-Man was the one that hurt her father, or, Spider-Man and the friend Green Goblin was the one that hurt her father, and she was, going to take out her frustration on Spider-Man.
Now,
but
pause. Mm-hmm. Because her father was the original Black Cat.
Correct.
And because what she assumed happened with her dad, because do we know the full story of that yet? Or it's already? Because I'm spacing on that.
Her dad got hurt, so she was voluntold to take up the mantle.
Yeah.
He had been training her all this time, but since he is hurt, he is no longer physically able to do certain things. So she has been tasked with, picking up that slack because he's in a wheelchair now.
Yeah. Now, with all that, they meet up. She is ready to take Richard out because she is under the impression that Richard is Peter, and Peter is the one that helped throw her dad off a building. And
except he didn't, but neither here nor there.
Exactly. Threw him off the building. Now he can't walk. And she had to take up the mantle of Black Cat. Now, Richard does not know what's going on whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
And is trying to let this girl know, hey,
I'm not who you think I am.
I don't even know who you are. I don't even know what's going on. You know what?
And he reveals himself to her. They have a heart to heart. They have a talk. They tell each other their names. They introduce each other. They introduce themselves to each other. Peter is 15 and a half, or not Peter. Richard is 15 and a half. Felicia is 16 and a half. So they're both teenagers.
Pause. I still don't understand how that works.
What?
15, 16 and a half stuff. Like, you either 15 or you 16. There is no half.
Well, they were adamant to each other that that he was 15 and a half and she was 16 and a half. So they are like in between their birthdays. But yes, they're 15 and 16.
I understand, but I've heard this so many times. I'm just saying, you either 15 or you 16. There is no halfway mark. I mean, yes, there is a halfway mark, but there is no half. It's either you is or you isn't. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So after they get done talking and all that, it kind of seems like, and this is a theory that we both discussed on while reading, this might be a love interest for Richard.
Oh, it definitely is.
No, we're not going to go through that.
Or it seems like they're setting that up.
It's one of many possibilities that could happen because we don't know. Correct?
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
Okay.
And things might go down once the truth is revealed. Felicia told him everything, told him who her dad was and how he's a villain, but she's not. She's just here because she has to help out her dad or whatever.
And
Richard.
Let me speak.
Okay.
Peter's AI told Richard
to be careful.
That's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Don't tell her anything.
Yeah.
You already told her your name. You didn't say your last name.
Mm-mm.
Hush.
Pretty much.
So then we go back to Peter as he escapes and finally make his way to his family.
MJ, battered and bruised and bleeding.
MJ is just freaking out, saying, "Oh my gosh, what happened to you? Why were you gone so long? Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you let us know? Why are you bleeding?
Harry's dead. What do we do now?" So we run.
After that, it just fades to black. I mean, not actually, but we'll figure out what happens on the next issue.
I'm guessing that they're going to be on the run.
Yeah, that's the only thing they can do at this point.
Because Craven is probably going to come for them like no other.
If he don't get captured and taken out. by Mo Man and Mysterio, which I highly
Well,
doubt they're going to
I
take him out.
it depends on what their plan is. If their plan is to recruit him to help them take down Fisk, or if that's that's my theory. If my theory is correct, maybe they're waiting to have him join, and the three of them take down Wilson Fisk, and they need him as like muscle and brute force to take down Fisk.
That's understandable.
But so I don't know if they would necessarily kill him. Now Wilson Fisk might for disobeying,
Yeah, yeah,
but I don't know. Again, if Mole Man and Mysterio needs him for whatever plan that they're planning, they're not going to tell Fisk to have that happen. They're going to keep a hush hush
true.
because they need him. They don't need Fisk killing him out of anger for disobeying and all that stuff.
Okay, I will give you that because that is a very, very good possibility that will probably happen.
But we have to wait and see what's happening in the next issue.
Yeah. So, you guys in the comments, let us know what your predictions are as well. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, and we will see you next time. Take care, my friends.